The biggest youth movement in history will save humanity from being driven to extinction as a result of global warming caused by the burning of fossil fuels.
Look at Dad.
The earth is like a fox on the run.
This is a message from the future to the people of the world, warning that humanity faces extinction this century as a result of global warming and climate change. Can You Save the Human Race is a master plan for the survival of humanity and an appeal for justice for the children. Global warming is out of control, threatening humanity with extinction. Burning fossil fuels is causing a chain reaction of environmental disasters. The carbon dioxide in the atmosphere keeps rising all the time, and the Earth's temperatures are increasing alarmingly. The glaciers and the polar ice caps are melting, and the Antarctic ice shelves are breaking up and collapsing. Sea levels are rising, threatening hundreds of millions of people with becoming environmental refugees. Hurricanes are increasing in ferocity and intensity, contributing to the worldwide flooding, which will kill billions of people by the middle of the century, according to United Nations scientists. There is a state of emergency on the earth as the global crisis threatens an apocalyptic ecological cataclysm. The human race faces extinction, Professor Peter Barrett warned in November 2004. After 40 years, I'm part of a huge community of scientists who have become alarmed with our discovery that we know from our knowledge of the ancient past that if we continue our present growth path, we are facing extinction, not in millions of years or even millennia, but by the end of this century.
Do you think we're going to shut down Drax tomorrow then?
Definitely. We've got to. It's right there. And apparently, I might have got this wrong, but it produces, I think, what is it? More pollution than loads and loads of power stations put all together. So that's why we've targeted on this one.
Say that again?
This is the biggest power station in the whole of Britain. So that's why we have to close it down, because it's the biggest.
That's
And I'm happy to do it now, providing you listen and we do it safely.
What's your lapel number? What's your shoulder numbers? What's your shoulder numbers? You're required by law to identify yourself as a police officer. What are your shoulder numbers?
They don't do that. They just
What are your shoulder numbers? I believe.
Get out of the way! Get out of the way! You're just causing bloody trouble. You're the ones winding this in, and you know it.
What does your banner say?
Kids are revolting!
What does it say?
Kids are revolting!
Well, we've come out here, we're just coming out of camp, and we've been met by a line of black dress police who've been using unnecessary level of violence against civilians who engaging in a lawful protest as far as we can tell.
And this is the state abusing our right to do that. This is Blair's democracy in 2000. Don't come back, no more, no more, no more, no more.
How many do you need to facilitate a kids' march? You're a bloody joke.
That's what they're saying.
All come down because the power station needs, well, it needs to be shut down. It's very polluting, and if we want our kids to have a future, we need to do something about climate change.
How do you feel the situation now?
I mean, the police have been given their orders and they're being a little bit rough, but you can just step back. It's never as bad or as hard as it seems, and most of the police have got children, so although they're being a little bit rough right now, you can communicate with them if you stare into their eyes and have a little chat with them, so it's all right.
The assembly will be confined to an area at the entrance to Drax power station.
Clean energy! For the future! Clean energy! Right now! Clean energy! Right now! Clean energy! For the future!
Thank you.
Out in the consent. Did you tell the French the same as us?
Right, you've sworn. That's your warning.
I would like to stay and film. Is there any particular reason why you're moving me on?
Sworn.
You can't move someone on for swearing.
Have the corner. Preach the police. Just keep moving.
They're getting past!
There's a police line here. This is the quickest route to the main entrance of Drax, and we've been stopped.
You like to pop it? Cool. I must remind myself, don't be a police officer when I'm older. Yeah.
You think you're different from the rest of us?
Guess what? You're just like a little puppet. You go, do this! Okay. Actually,
It's just this kind of...
We are going that way.
I know, but it's this...
We're not going that way.
It's this kind of...
We stand here all day, aren't we, madam?
It's
I don't want to go that way.
We stand here.
I want to go that
just this
way.
kind of...
Yeah, we want to go that way too. Yeah, we want to go that way. We want to go that way.
Go that
way.
Because you have to decide which you think is right. Should you defend Tony Blair's stupid laws which stop people from having the freedom to protest in a quiet country lane? Or should you defend the future of your children, which is to close places like that down? Because you shouldn't be a political police force.
Children have a limited amount of time, especially the very young ones, that they can be kept waiting. What is the human thing to do here? Let them down the lane.
Police vehicles and go the rest of the road. It's fine, but we are going that way.
We want to go that way, don't we? We want to go that way. We want to go that way.
You didn't stop
Take them under control and run along.
You didn't. Don't go patronising with me, young man. Little young man.
Go and look after your children.
She's just there, and I'm doing a fine job of
You've
looking
done a very
after my
bad
little
job
girl.
from what I've seen
She
so far.
walked. Oh, you haven't been anywhere near me, so don't be so rude to me.
Look, I don't want to talk to you.
I'm not being rude to you.
I don't want to talk to you. Take your children and go away,
No,
please.
I won't.
Listen, I've listened to you. You wouldn't listen to my point though, would you? Everyone's bleating on about making it safe for the children. We don't let
Clean energy, right now! Clean energy, for the future!
Ladies and gents, keep moving down the road, please!
Kim was not, police are supposed to be good at observation, yeah?
No, you've got to that way.
No, you're not. Keep moving that way. 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 Behind him. Keep moving that way. Keep moving that way.
You've just pushed me.
Can you move out the way then?
Get off me.
Can you move out the way then?
Get off me.
Keep moving forward.
So what's been happening on the kids' block today?
It's been very heavy-handed. We've had Metropolitan Police and the children have had to run for most of the way. We haven't been allowed to stop for pee breaks, changing breaks. Even if they want to sit down in a trolley, we have to take them to a side and we have to keep on moving. I've been pushed so many times. I've been pushed into children. Screaming children everywhere. It's just chaotic and I don't see the need for such heavy-handed police on a peaceful kids' march.
Are you concerned about like your children's children and how the planet is, how they'll be affected by climate change?
I mean, obviously, I am. It's a concern for me anyway because my son does suffer with asthma, and it is something that we've always wondered whether this had anything to do with it because there's quite a lot of children in this area that do suffer with asthma.
Hurrah's birthday! Oh, no, no, no! Oh,
Future! Clean energy, right now! Keep going, keep going, keep going.
You're going to be a favour.
He just came, like, driving down here really fast. The police tried to stop him, and they wouldn't stop, and he just, like, revved towards him. He was just trying to drive fast. So I'm guessing he was trying to run us over.
Others took to the fields and the woods that surround this enormous power station and have been playing for several hours a cat and mouse game with the police. Oh, very much so, and largely good-natured. I mean, in fact, the only arrest we've seen here in the last sort of couple of hours have been, we think, two local people who got so.
When you hear her voice, you know why she's called Angel. Big hand for Angel!
all right.
this is the climate camp. What is actually happening at the moment, Inspector?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh.
The climate camp is over there.
Right.
They're in the camp, they're engaging in, well, I don't know, whatever they're engaging in. But from our perspective, there's been no problem at all so far.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Well, I'll go and have a word with the BBC. Thank you.
I can pretend to film with you on.
Oh, that's really kind. You're from the BBC, are you?
Yeah.
How are you getting on with this?
So far, we're not getting very much on at all.
Is there not a lot happening?
I've had an awful lot of interest in it.
Right.
They wait until Sunday, I think.
Do you think something will happen on Sunday?
Well, they're thinking something will happen on Sunday.
Right, okay, thanks very much.
Okay.
You're filming for the BBC, you're having problem getting any shots, aren't you?
Yeah, well, one of the guys got to do this morning and told me to fuck off, and I said, why are you telling me to do that? We're the press, you need us. Doesn't make sense.
What do you think that's all about then?
I don't know, just arrogance.
So you think they're not doing this properly?
Some of them aren't, definitely, no. Some of them aren't here for the right reasons, I don't think.
Okay, well, I'll pass that along, and I'll see if my friends can sort that out for you. Thank you very much, Mr. BBC man. Cheers. Bye-bye. Cheers. Well, just a documentary.
What are you filming for?
Just a documentary.
Okay.
Thanks very much. Thanks, gentlemen. Hello.
How are you? So what is actually your background? Because I had a debate, because you got an award for, for the UN award for your environmental activism, but you've not got any have you got an academic background in ecology or anything like that?
Well, I studied zoology.
Oh, you studied zoology.
Yeah, but I'm not an academic. I only did one a graduate degree. I didn't do any further degree. And otherwise I'm just a sort of
right, yeah.
So as they start to break up, the albedo changes, becomes much darker at poles, you get much more absorption.
Is he your personal film, by the way?
You were saying that at a certain temperature, they're all 1.7. Can you explain that? And
okay,
thank you.
This new paper, which was in the Philosophical Transactions of the Royal Society, shows that at less than 2 degrees, about 1.7 degrees of warming, you've got the prospect of the very sudden collapse of the ice sheets, the West Antarctic ice sheet and the Greenland ice sheet. And the reason for this is that, in the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change studies, they presume that the ice sheets just disappear gradually and linearly, like just a block of ice melting.
Yeah.
But actually what he shows is that in the past, when it's happened, like 3.5 million years ago, there was a big melting. It was geologically instantaneous. And the reason being that the ice sheets are like that, going into the sea, and they're propped up by these buttresses of ice going down to the bottom of the sea. And what happened in the past was that those buttresses would start melting and then suddenly collapse, and the whole thing starts sliding.
And even so, it doesn't. Though they slide into the water, they don't dissolve straight away.
Well, it breaks up and then it dissolves very quickly indeed. Yeah. But even just going into the water raises sea levels enormously before it's broken up. But you see, that it's accelerated by the fact that there are crevasses going right the way down through the ice sheet. Melting water goes down through those crevasses, gets underneath, and then lubricates the whole sheet. And so then it's sudden slippage. And so the IPCC was saying, well, it's going to take thousands of years for it to melt. This guy James Hansen, who wrote the paper, was saying in the Pliocene, when this happened 3.5 million years ago, it took less than a century.
Right.
And
it's already started.
That's right. And so now, I was going to be doing this talk about how we need a 90% cut.
I've heard you say it before in these meetings. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's no longer the case. We need a 100% plus cut.
I mean,
we need to be removing carbon dioxide.
About the Gulf Stream, how long before that stops?
This is a much less certain science than people thought it was in 1998, and it might not stop. It might do, but we just don't know. It depends on this what's called the thermohaline shift. So it's not just rising sea surface temperatures, but also the amount of fresh water coming in. If the Greenland ice sheet goes, then it stops. No question about that. That stops the Gulf Stream, simply because of the amount of fresh water coming into the North Atlantic. But But that's, so you can't say how long. You can't
Well,
say.
some Russian scientists in 2006 said that it could stop by 2012. Is there any chance of that?
This is a link. Sorry, this discussion links with what my main question was, which was, a lot of critics. I can't sound like a journalist. A lot of critics say that you're a proponent of catastrophe, climate change, basically. That in order to make the changes you'd like to see in society, and me being a socialist, I also sympathise with it. But the criticism is that in order to make the changes you want in society, you overstate the case, because as you did say, the science is uncertain, always evolving and changing, and that you're actually always talking about worst case scenarios when realistically it's not as bad as you would suggest.
Well, apart from it, it seems
so,
now.
How would you respond to it?
Well, it seems that we've been consistently understating the case, because the more science comes out, the worse it's looking. And, and that when we were saying, well, we've got to be careful because we might see a metre of sea level rise, and this new paper say we might see 25 metres of sea level rise.
That's all of Britain then. I was going to say, because some models I've seen, by 2040 even, they talk about, because already the entire Great Britain is now flood zone. Right, that's already happened. The insurance companies are way ahead on this. But like all of the southeast up to Norwich could be underwater by 2060. I've seen in some models. Where do you get your science from in terms of who are who are your reliable sources of information? Because if it's always changing, how can you know that there is enough consensus, or there is enough factual basis on that idea?
Well, the baseline, which represents the consensus, is the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change stuff. Yeah, and that is the sort of the baseline. That's
what's coming out from everything you're saying. It can be referenced to them. Can you?
Well, what they provide is the minimum of what's going to happen, because it's only what everyone on their work agrees to going to happen. Yeah. And then you get other stuff which says that's quite conservative.
Right,
So, for instance, the paper I've just been talking about was published since the latest IPCC report that came out. And I said the IPCC got it wrong because they thought that it was going to be a gradual melting.
Right.
But the thing is, there's no, science doesn't stand still. There's no truth you arrive at. It's a constantly evolving picture.
I was wondering, what is your personal criteria of saying, discriminating between this is good science and this is bad science? Because you're a zoologist, undergraduate, but not a hardcore scientist. So how do you, how personally can you be confident about one form of science?
The only thing which gives me confidence that any scientific paper is worth discussing is if it's published in a peer-reviewed journal.
Right.
And if it's not published in a peer-reviewed journal, I'm not interested about Science, Nature.
The big mainstream ones.
There's hundreds and hundreds of them. But they have to be peer-reviewed.
Right.
And if it's not published in a peer-reviewed journal, then you've no means as a layman of knowing whether it's right or wrong.
Exactly.
Now, just because it's published in a peer-reviewed journal doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah, exactly.
But it does mean it's worth debating.
Okay, that's interesting.
Can I have one last question?
Okay, very quick.
Did you know that Professor Peter Barrett of the Antarctic Research Centre in New Zealand in 2004 said that the human race would be extinct by the end of this century?
No, I didn't.
Do you think there's any possibility that might happen? Human extinction?
I don't know, but I doubt it. The reason being that we're an extraordinarily adaptable species. We're very good at altering our local environments, if not the big environment. What I can say for sure is that if we don't deal with climate change, very large numbers of people will be killed, and even greater numbers of people displaced from their homes.
Some scientists are saying that the Earth's temperature and the ice caps are melting and the sea levels are rising 3 times as fast as they were when they were last looked at by NASA satellites, and they're saying the Earth is becoming uninhabitable. James Lovelock said that, and that there won't be anywhere left for anyone to live, and that everyone will die out and there won't be any future generations. I mean, what's your position on that? It's been documented, it's been in the press.
Yeah, well, I've just told you what my position is.
Okay.
I don't know whether that's going to happen or not.
Do you think you think it's a possibility?
Yes, could be a possibility, and I'm fighting to make sure that that doesn't materialise. But I'm fighting as well to make sure that even a much smaller effect of many, many millions of people being killed doesn't materialise either.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Monbiot.
People have been in tents outside Heathrow Airport because they couldn't even get in because of their own disruption. You know, they lose suitcases, they lose baggage, they delay flight.
We got the vegan food side giving us the energy for the pedal power, the people power. Inspiration for the reading. But there's just one thing that you got to do to make a better world for me and for you, in your school, in your family, in your home. We gotta work together. You're not alone. There's just one thing that we got to do to make a better world for me and for you, in your school, in your family, in your home. We gotta work together. You're not alone. Every little thing that we do every day affects the world in every way. Think about your actions, if you got a choice. You got the power, cause you got a voice. Anything's life, it's up to us to share it. Anything's life, it's up to us to cover it. Anything's life, it's up to us to share it. Anything's life, how do it, how say it, can we make a difference? Yes we can! 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 Yeah, but can we get it together? I don't know how we're gonna get it together. Are we gonna work it out? And we got a plan for Sunday. And we got... Yes, we can! Why not post?
You're even giving my straight back.
The most amazing stuff you can imagine, believe me.
It's good of you come down to help police this thing. Really don't need to be here, officers. You can go home. Go back to your wives and families, boyfriends, whatever it is you need. We are in complete, as you can see, complete control of the camp. There's nothing for you to see. There's no aggravation going on. Everybody is completely under the command and under the control of the clan army. The police on the site. Round and round. Round and round. Get his best side. Oh, he likes it, doesn't he? He likes it. What are you doing after work, mate? I can get his number. 778. Maybe that's a free phone number.
778261.
Would you like some flowers?
Oh, please. Oh, you told... I thought you first. Your wife, I will tell her where I've been standing this last couple of minutes. She's very lucky.
Please smell. Just have one smell. I'm sure you will like it.
It might be considered a bribe. There are some honest police officers around. You don't know what he's saying.
I'm not doing your job.
That's why we're here.
And they need to
Clown army! Prepare to scatter! Reform Westford and Mayo! Scatter!
And I have some pregnant. Oh,
papers?
I just want to have a record of this confrontation. So are you ready to go in? I mean, yeah? Okay.
1 second. We have our own documentary being made here, just to tell you that
We've got a camera rolling as well.
we have a little documentary. Anyway, I've got to do this thing.
I brought my friends to
try and figure out your reasoning for not letting us having cameras on us, not on any other part of the site, just on us from a personal invitation.
Because it was agreed by...
Get that on the...
Because it was agreed by the group, by the whole site at
Where
gathering,
are you
and that
on?
everybody
We're here.
said that we would respect that.
Okay, well we
It
didn't...
was media off-site, and it said that the media would be welcome during the media hour, and that there would be no media hour on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's a media because that's action planning, and then when there is action planning, it's people are more sensitive to media on site. It was agreed at gathering, people who are coming to the camp agree to go by the decisions that were made by consensus at gathering.
Well, I wouldn't have...
consensus at gathering we weren't invited to it. We weren't told about it.
Everybody is invited to those gatherings. There is completely open meetings.
Okay. Well,
so that's the way it works, and I'm really sorry, but to be honest, if you feel that you would not have come if you had known that, that's just the way it works.
I understand that you might have all agreed to something. I want to know why, the reasoning behind your agreement. Because of action planning.
Yeah, and that people are sensitive to it, and that is also that there are people for whom actually having media on site, even for the 3 days that they were on site, was actually quite a big compromise, and that I think that's what collective living is about, is actually having everybody giving and taking a bit, and that there were loads of people who actually didn't want to have media on site at all.
Okay, well,
they gave in a bit.
What do you think it's going to... This is meant to be something which is consciousness or awareness raising. Now, if you're not going to let media on site, for a little bit. But if we have
about it. And to be honest, we haven't had problems with. We've had problems with a tiny number of journalists who find that it's not okay. Most of the journalists totally understand this is not the complete.
I disagree. Totally.
The
really
journalists
annoyed.
that we have spoken
I've had to rush. I've had to rush every
been
presentation I've done.
Sorry,
I've rushed 1 hour. I've got 5 crews, and I've got a 20-minute show, and I could do it again and again and again, and it's complete rubbish.
Well, the ones that we've spoken to have been. And also, I've heard people say, if you're trying to raise awareness outside to the greater world, not just the people within the boundaries, because the people within the boundaries of this compound know what's going on.
Have you seen the media coverage we've had? There's never been such a media coverage. I think it's really unfair to tell us that we actually, that we're making this a completely, intimate and reclusive event. We've been covered in 45 countries. There's never been a national coverage like that. Well, then especially, Rinky Dink is one of the mobile units of the camp. If you really want to have that, you can move the unit. But I don't understand why you're making such a fuss. Okay. 1,400 people in this camp.
Okay, shall I tell you why we're making a fuss?
Why should we actually break the rule for one mobile unit?
Because we're trying to be creative rather than negative.
There are loads of people who are trying to be creative.
Well, no, it's all about meetings, about
here.
blocking things and blockading things, isn't it?
There are loads of people. I think that there are loads of people who are being really creative.
And there's another thing about being creative and making films. If you really want to get journalists here, if you really want to get a good story,
we have got journalists here. We've had loads of journalists here. We've been dealing with.
Okay, if you want to get one of the top reporters from the BBC giving you a really good report about what is going on here and really forwarding the cause, then what you have to do is not just say, I'll meet you at the gate, I'm sorry, this is how it is. You say, come in, have a cup of tea, let's have a bit of a chat. You can have a little bit of a wander around, get a feel for the place. But this is not with this person tomorrow.
The thing is that you're kind of behaving with us as if we were a kind of totally autonomous group of people making decisions on our own. We are actually respecting decisions that were made collectively at gatherings, and that's what was agreed. And I really don't feel that we can start just because there are 2 people coming here and trying to make us change it, that we can do that. Is that
There's more than 2 people.
No, it's not more than 2 people.
There's
not room for negotiation, and that's what really stumps this camp. It's inflexible. It is totally inflexible.
You are.
And it's not how people can cooperate and work together. If you have rigid, inflexible rules, then nothing ever gets done because you live in a draconian state, which is what you're trying to fight against.
Great media coverage. It's been fantastic. People have been so respectful.
So what's wrong with having a little bit more when we're saying coming to our camp?
How are we going to say it? How are we going to explain to everyone else that we said no?
Because it's a major local demonstration going on tomorrow.
The line that you're taking.
No, it's really a collective decision.
It's a major thing happening tomorrow, isn't it?
Okay, for your reasons were
it's a major action happening tomorrow.
Listen, people have said that it's just now that the whole reason that journalists aren't allowed on site is because people are planning actions. Okay, now if the camera is not on until it comes to us, because we've arranged it to come to us only, they're going to see what we're doing with the Dink, with the pirates, with the children's blockade there, and that's it. They're filming no one else. So your reasoning is completely obsolete. It doesn't count. It's irrelevant.
But it does decision, and this is our camp.
But they're not free roaming cameraman. They're coming to us. They're filming. Yes, it does. It does. You have to see and think out of this tiny little rigid box that has been made up from these rules.
Persuasive, anything can go. And I think that we need to actually respect the trust that's been put in us, and the trust that there is that there is a media policy that was agreed, and the media policy says that there will be no media on site today, and that's just the way it has to be.
Flexibility like the authorities out there, which you are, of the growing, this thing has grown into, it's not, it's not just a camp anymore, is it? It says a spicing of blasphemy.
Exactly, it has worked.
So you show flexibility in the growth.
But it's a policy that has worked.
So how would you know it would be any different if your policy hadn't been in place?
Because, well, the thing is that, to be honest, we had to actually put so much protection so that the photographers and the cameramen would not go off and start taking pictures or film people who don't want to.
Okay,
they will
enough.
always say, we will not take photos of people who don't want to don't want to be photographed. And as soon as there is a nice thing to film, they can't help themselves, and they do it. And then you end up with people here who are much more pissed off. And to be honest, my priority remained for people here, not for the journalists to be happy.
So I'm saying, keep everyone happy. All the journalists are going to do is not be walking around freestyle filming anything they want. They're going to come to our camp only and just film a specific group of people. And we've got, this is being totally open. We're being totally transparent. This is what we're doing in our group. We're not connecting it to anything else necessarily. They're not looking around the site, just randomly filming. They're only at us.
The risk is there, and I agree.
No, it's not. The risk
Are you saying you don't trust our friends in the media that we've been dealing with for the last 30 years? Are you saying you don't trust them? Your people have been calling them cunts and telling them to fuck off. I filmed The Guardian, the man from The Guardian, telling me he's never been treated so rudely in his life. And the BBC says exactly the same thing.
I'm not taking that. You guys don't want to. You've had long enough. You've had enough. Okay, come on.
I don't know why you...
Did you swear again? I heard it.
I don't know why you're attacking
This is unnecessary. You're upsetting people.
Well, you
I like people swearing at me, not
Monbiot all week, and you've done nothing but upset and treat me like shit.
It's not, there's no one way.
Excuse me, why are you filming?
Filming my friends.
Please stop filming.
Nick! Hey! We love you! Yes, we do! Hey Jude, darling, lovely to see you!
And you? Nice to see you.
Yeah, this is a new addition to our family. This is Star. Emerald Star, her name is.
A lot smaller than I expected.
Her pedigree name is Emerald. Well, she's only 11 weeks old, darling. She's going to be a monster. She's going to be a beast.
So where's the rest of the family?
What, the little girl?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what little girls are like.
No, I don't know.
Always off
about
doing
little
something
girls.
more interesting than hanging out with mummy.
Oh, it's all getting very interesting.
Getting a bit hairy.
Yeah, police liaison.
I'm here for a peaceful protest. I've come here to sing my new song.
Yeah, police liaison have announced that London meeting that police might not let the kids block leave the site. That's what they... Well, they can do it on the site if they want.
Okay, where were they going to go and block?
They weren't going to block anything, just have a picnic. A march and a picnic.
Laying down on my leg.
Is she? Do you want to hold on to the read for me then while I read this? Thank you. Come and join residents and the climate camp in a peaceful protest this Sunday to demonstrate against plans for a third runway at Heathrow. This protest will be fun, family friendly and suitable for children. We're part of a day of collective campaigning this Sunday to mark out the area that could be taken by the runway's construction. Well, that sounds okay. Meet at the climate camp at 11 AM for tea. Session for 12. Bring this flyer and your tea will be free. Alright then, I'll put it in my bag. This is the last chance we have to save our houses, our villages, our community. Take part, get involved and make a difference. Okay, well that sounds okay, that's fair enough. I don't mind doing that. I'm not going up to Heathrow Airport and doing anything stupid, but I'll go and have a cup of tea with the kids.
Do you want to go and visit the children's?
I don't particularly want to visit anyone at the moment, darling. I've just this second got here and I'm going to sit down and have a cider.
Okay, well,
and chill.
All our friends are here.
I've been travelling for like 3 hours.
Keep the line straight. Keep the line straight, guys.
Hey, why don't you guys come with the kids block? We're going with Rinky Dink, all the kids, all the mums and dads.
Yeah?
Sorry?
You're going out to 12, yeah?
I think so, yeah, but you're welcome with us.
Here, is that best?
I think we're going to go from that side. So
Are we at the back?
I think we're going to be at, well, the kids are going to go separately. I think she's going to wait.
Only just got the banner finished in time. Angel, try and get them leading, leading the march, leading in front of Rinky Dink. Okay, so I think they just need to turn around in front of Rinky Dink.
I don't quite understand. Did you hear that, Nick?
What's that?
Yeah, everything's cool. The girl who's organising the kids block just said that we're not going with Rinky Dink straight away. We're going off on our own first and coming back and meeting or something.
I would say stick with Rinky Dink. Well, get the kids, get them in the front. Billy, keep the Shine! Forward, forward!
Oh yeah? Oh kids, would you mind just stopping there for a moment? Who's leading the march here? The children. Who's the adults leading the children? Oh, just out. Oh yeah, I'm Inspector Robinson. I'm going to Smith's. Nice to meet you. Part of my job is to facilitate your march and demonstration. Would you be able to turn it down a bit? Thank you. Part of my job is to facilitate your peaceful march and protest, okay? And I'd like to do that with a minimum of fuss, okay? And also to safeguard your safety, especially children. Okay.
Key aspect, yeah.
Would you be able to tell me where you're going?
We're going down that way to meet the locals.
Yeah.
No, we're going left.
We're going left.
Left is it? Okay. That's okay, that's fine. Yeah. You can join up with whoever you like, sir. Okay, sir, can you tell me what your final destination is?
And
to the bottom, isn't it? One moment.
My name is Ian.
Carriers, in front very quickly. Come on.
We're waiting for an MP. We're getting this rig out onto the road in position, and then we're waiting for a conversation. We're waiting for an MP.
Let's get onto the road then.
Who's going with it?
You are. We're coming with
So now, could you just wait here so we can get your rig out on first?
You have to go on the road and
Be alright, mate. We'll let them form up. The other one. Okay. Hold the line, please. Thank you. Hold up the gate to the road. Who you with?
Sky. Have you seen Fernando? No. This is the big story. Children's Revolution. They're going to take over the site, keep it permanently, with the teenagers in the village. So just be aware, that's the story. And we've got a team of servicemen, ex-servicemen on site to fight the police as they try and take the site while we're away. And they're lots tougher.
Thank you. A little gap between us and the police officers, alright? Fantastic. Okay.
These little children are going to hold that site for as long as it takes to stop the bulldozers. That sign is not a joke. You understand? Angel will stick with you.
Angel's going to stay with me, are you? Who's Angel?
Angel, liaison.
My name's Trevor. Nice to meet you. You're going to stay with me? Okay, that's fine. Take care, I get close to you. Yeah?
You stick with us.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay. Can we all stay behind her?
Did you get that? Angel and Sunshine. Sunshine's the little girl, the blonde hair. Angel liaising with him. Just so you know what's going on. I'll keep you briefed.
Guys from the press, can you get behind me? It's just that I don't want the kids getting tripped over you.
Yeah, you stay there. He will liaise with you. And the TV will get the three of you together.
Put it out a bit.
Everybody wait here until everyone else is out.
Angel.
Hi, Angel.
You put that in your pocket for me.
Have you got enough room for everybody out, yeah?
Hello, Dean. You're right, Rick. You're right. Nice to see you all out today. Lovely Sunday morning, afternoon.
Angel, whenever you're ready, let us know, yeah? I'm quite happy to facilitate now. Are you ready? Shall we go on the walk?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's alright, we can do it without you, we're okay. We know how to walk.
I'd like to be at home, in fact, maybe even joining you. Yeah.
On the CCTV, the clear of the marsh appears to be clear of the gate. There's no stragglers, it's all on the lane, teacher.
Slow down, kids. All right. Everybody out, yeah? We've just got to make sure that we've got enough time to go along. Yeah, you're long. Just give me a minute. Oh, right. Can you give me a minute to speak to my boss, yeah? Thank you very much. Hang on there, please. Published down towards the main where the main runway's been. We'll have to stop. It's to be. Okay. Right then. Okay. Ready? Let's go. So that is one cool boat.
That goes on the back of the bike?
It goes on the back?
Yeah, it's got like an arm that comes down, I think. Yeah, it fits two kids in it. It's great. Unfortunately, I'm on the plane cover.
Nice to see you again, my dear.
Behind the children. I hope I come out okay on the camera.
You're going to be famous.
Fantastic.
Famous.
Guys,
careful.
Children's march, I believe. Can we get everybody behind the children? All the adults, yeah? Behind the children. Okay, everybody, we're just going to stop by the sign now. Thank you very
Oh, does he? Oh, that's cool.
Inspector, any serious decisions about this are made by those two.
Which is that?
Angel and her daughter. The serious decisions. They are actually in charge of this march.
Okay, mate.
So anybody else, sure, use them to help you, but they're the ones...
Just let you know, I'm going to be replaced by a lady sergeant. She's been introduced to Angel, so...
Okay, right. I just want to get it clear that they are in charge of the march.
faced, and then you'll be able to crack on. Cool. Can you tell us what we're waiting for now? What's happening? Just holding it up for now, and then they move it along a bit further.
The police are saying that the people at the back have asked for it to be delayed, but I don't believe them. I don't trust them. But Angel's the one to talk to. Come on, introduce you. She's in charge of the march. She and her daughter with the sign now. So, well, the whole march. She's in charge. She's doing the liaison with the inspector. Angel, gentlemen from the ITV, I've explained that you're doing the liaison with the police. So, what's happening?
I think they're just swapping over because guys who are this far have got to go back to the guard at the gate. So they're swapping over. So they've got other police to come with us.
You're officially in charge of this march now.
Ian, it's done.
Just go straight over. You don't have to hold your hand up. Just carry on. Inspector, this gentleman wants to have a word with you. Yes.
Have a chat. Just communicate what's happening here.
Oh yeah, fine.
I just want to know.
You want to pass back? Yeah. I've been asked by some of your colleagues in the front here. Yeah. Does anybody here want to wait for the local member of parliament? No. Shall we move forward then? Good evening, Mr. Camera. Can the adults get behind them then? It's alright, we'll control our yeah, well, I feel tall around here. Here we are. What I'll do is, Mark, I'll get...
Hi, Bob. I should be looking where I'm going tonight.
Come on, hurry up! Inspector Robinson, that engine is quite soft here. It's going to make it sick. Take your vehicle to the side, yeah? I'm saying no. Okay.
Would you like a biscuit?
No, thank you.
Okay, yeah.
The pollution is getting in the kids. They're breathing the pollution from your van. Well, you know, this is what this is about. Pollution is killing the children.
He's just been told by his senior officer to stay, so that's why he's doing it.
Could he go a bit further in front then? The pollution is going in the children's lungs and they're breathing it and they're complaining about it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, come on then. Okay, they're moving.
Stop them there, yeah?
Wait a minute.
Okay, please have the call.
Yeah, can you follow that with the plan? Like, hold it a minute. Hold it, let's go. Go forward slowly. Mark! Right, Mark!
Get you up here with the other kids, yeah?
Keep behind us, okay? So far so good?
Wonderful.
You like it, yeah?
Perfect, couldn't have worked out better, could it?
A lot of people did a lot of work.
Where are we going?
Lady said right, lady in the
The lady in charge is Angel and Sunshine. These two, they actually in charge of the whole march. The other one, sure, use them if you need them, but for any serious information, talk to Angel. Thank
That's the way I like it.
Yeah, they're panicking, aren't they?
Yeah.
Must have been there.
They'll be panicking, they'll be more than panicking by the end of the day.
Yeah, alright.
Believe me. Run! Panic! Panic, you bastards! Excuse me. The police are panicking.
What's going on?
We're stopping at the garden centre. Big area.
Mr. Ando.
Hello, yes.
This is Angel and Sunshine here.
Hello.
Angel, did you want to have a quick word?
Yes, okay, let's do that.
This is Angel, this is Fernando from the BBC, and this is Sunshine. So that's
Heinlein.
they do the liaison with the inspector.
Sorry, so why are you here then?
Well, right this minute we want to save these people's houses, like that's the immediate reason. And save the human race.
Do you feel that you are achieving your aims? Is this going well as far as you're concerned? What makes you say that?
Well, because there's lots of people here showing their enthusiasm, the local people glad we're here, and it's drawing attention to what's going on, and hopefully more people will, object to like what's happening to our planet, and to our people.
How do you feel about the police tactics? Do you feel you're being given the right to march?
Yeah, they've been really sweet actually. But I've got to stick with my things.
Thanks, Mr. Ando. We'll give you more later.
Falling down. There's one here.
Somebody call the police! There's someone blocking the road!
Our world!
Two streets!
Our streets!
Two streets!
Our streets!
Everyone here is here to protect children.
They're right on the front line. And there are police forces and police here.
They're not going to hurt the children.
It's not a safe place to be.
We've already spoken to them. We know they're not going to hurt the children. We've done this before.
It's very easy for a crowd to push forward and people get trampled.
No, we've got people here making sure that doesn't happen.
They are our friends, and we can fight if we have to.
Garden centre.
This one here.
Speak to the guy in the brown shirt.
You're supposed to be talking to them.
Yeah, but I don't know where we're
The
going.
garden centre is there, you told
Nobody
me.
told me know where we're going.
Sorry?
Does anybody know where we're going?
When you flying out?
Well, as soon as we can get there.
Oh, right, what time is the flight?
I'm not sure.
Are you going to let us through? Yeah. Are you intending to let us through? I'm sure they will progress. Okay, well, what's the hold up at the moment? Okay, where's the commanding officer? And the police liaison here.
Inspector Fox, I think his name is. This is George Monbiot, he's liaising with the police. with them? Thank you. No, that's it.
Get back in there, mate. Right, go on. See you later. Can you find this man? I think it's... Sorry.
When you're turning around.
Okay, alright, sorry, yeah.
Can we just talk over there and maybe stop the children? That's really lovely.
Spread them out. What is this? This is George Monbiot. George Monbiot. Spread it out. What's Jobson behind you? I'm not bothered, I'll be alright. Oh, sorry.
Definitely.
And I think all of us need to stay together.
Yeah.
So should we agree that we've stopped? We need to send someone to the back and not move. Because we're just getting led away. People have stopped.
Are we getting led away?
Rinky Dink has stopped. Yeah, we're going to go with the gates.
I thought maybe there was another way in.
Wait, and we'll be turning and going back, okay?
Where are you?
Plus, we don't want to subject them to violence. It's a kids thing, yeah?
Let's not go too far.
Should we go round? I'll show you here now. This is the entrance here, yeah?
Sorry?
I was just wondering what we were doing. What's up the demo there then? Oh, no, it's nothing to do with, well, it is something to do with us, but we're not taking the kids there.
Oh, what's that then? Is it a bit... I don't know. I don't know this area. It's not my neighbourhood.
No, there's nothing going on. There's the other. This is the kids thing there.
Oh right,
and the other people who are doing their thing are doing something up there, and the cops are trying to get us to join up with them. Well, I'm like, really? Well, oh, they thought that that's what we wanted to do.
Oh right.
And I'm like, no, we don't.
Okay.
I don't know. I said, there's a load of people up there. They thought we wanted to join up with them. We're like, no, we don't. Well, the kids are staying here. We're going in the garden centre. Having a picnic. The kids are tired now. We're supposed to be doing that with the people in the village at the playground or something. I've heard sounds of stories. I don't know. Is that what it is? Because she said to me there's another demo. Is that what it is? It's the village in the playground. It's until we're going to the garden centre and someone else we're going to a school and now there's a playground. School, that's where we're supposed to be. Yeah, the school playground. Where is it? Why are there? I think there's some Clown's Army got it.
And then they're not going anywhere else?
No, the idea is to stop.
No, sorry, I'm really a moment, very short plan.
I mean, do you have to back in there?
Really handy if somebody had given us. Sorry, it was going to happen.
We did liaison with tried to do that. I think last night there's a lot of other negotiations. Yeah, I think we'll try, but because of other negotiations.
You speak to them.
Yeah. Can you come
At the
with us?
moment, I really need to manage this
Okay,
car.
can you...
If you go...
We're going to have a chat with the owner.
Yeah, alright, and then what I'll do is, if that's the case, we'll get you in there, but we're not letting you in there because you can't go in, are you?
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
You remember? Someone's saying now we've got the space, let's hold it. I'm like, well, I don't particularly want to hold this space particularly. I want to go in the garden centre and have a cup of tea.
Did you organise this shambles, Mr. Thornhill? I believe you did. No, I didn't. What, your climate change campaign?
Yeah, but this is different. We do like formal marches and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Angel organises this shambles. I'm only joking. I think we did quite well, Farm.
We want to keep all the protesters together. No, but they were saying they're together. You got to somewhere that way. No, we're together. We're going back to the garden centre. Guys, you're not going in the garden centre. We're going back to around the gate of the garden centre. No, I haven't. Everyone is. We're not going in the garden centre. We're going to the gate of the garden centre. I'm just asking the valve, what's physically inside. They won't let you go. What was saying about the garden centre?
The garden centre don't want them in now.
I just talked to a number of parents and they said they all want to stick together.
I'll come back to you 1 minute.
Right, what they're saying is
now we're going this way, now we're going back again. Okay, look guys, make up your mind.
Are we going to Harmondsworth?
turning left. I told them to turn left.
Yeah. Just very slowly.
Alright, slowly. Slowly. Okay, let's go.
Well done, well done.
Let's go.
Rinky Dink pushing out the way!
They're going to get broken out as we pass. They're going to break out as we pass. All the prisoners are going to get out. They got some people prisoner over there.
No third runway! 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 Third runway! No third runway! No third runway! Mind your backs, Rinky Dink. Watch the horses, not too near the horses. Transnational, global, one earth, multinational cooperation, multinational, local cooperation, local operation, local, we have an operation. The text message has just come in saying that teenage girls are on the roof of Heathrow Academy.
I had to stop because she needed a shit, and then when I was trying to catch up with you, some big geezer dropping her foot freaked her out to part. She was screaming, man. I would like one. They're a bit sour.
Harmondsworth, raise the arms!
So we've got them pushing us from behind, at the front, but the police cameras won't see us.
You want the police to move away?
They're not hassling us, but if there's a little bit of a gap, the cameras could see the people. Also, we don't know what's trying that one. Where's our MP? I'm starving. Somewhere cast in stone, because they've been saying, oh, we don't want one, and then 3 years later they come back and say we've changed their mind, so we're under threat permanently. That's the trouble.
We'll be with you the whole way.
Thank you.
We've got ex-servicemen on the site at the moment, prepared to fight if they have to, holding the site.
Let's just hope we don't need to. That's
Carry on. This is Sipson. This is the village. Yeah. This is the village.
Come sing up, lovely. Spreading out all over. Moving all around. That's where they want us to go. That's where they want us to go. We're all the police. And they're responsible.
Half of the people here are going to go with the other half.
No! You have been using that for the last 2 days. As a Met, you have been using that excuse that you are saving us from the camp. We've been in danger now. We don't want to go illegal.
I'm trying to get an answer from you about how many, listen to me, how many are in the group.
Because there's children and children and then the most of done this, we're now all mixed up together and we'll have to go together. We're very dangerous.
And that's my problem. How do I separate you ladies from the rest?
If you've done the procession differently, because we were separated.
We were in charge of the procession. The procession took us.
No, you're not the that's so ridiculous.
Sorry.
Well, if that's the case, why are there 3 vans dictating where we go?
3 vans arrived. That means they can get out. Brilliant.
Is this the village then that they're getting rid of?
Yeah.
Okay. Can somebody say to what's going on then, you lot? Is this the village? What are they doing? Tell me, what are they actually doing then? Are they knocking everything?
Runway's going to be it. And the church over the corner.
And the graveyard, they have to bring up the graveyard.
And they have to make the perimeter.
They are digging up a graveyard.
They're digging up 2 graveyards. The one in Hillingdon. I say we walk that way. What? In the village.
We're collecting.
I say we go to the church. In the village.
I'm with my daughter and you lot. You know, I'd really like to know more. I'll make you a cup of tea if you come back with us. Do you know what I mean?
We're back tonight anyway.
All right. I don't know.
Why don't you stay with us now? Stay with us now. Yeah, okay, fine. So where do you think we should go?
Let's go! Go down to the bathroom! That's where it's all going as well. All this is down to the bathroom! All this is are you not children?
Teenagers.
Am I children?
Yeah?
We're all children of the universe, actually. You got your book with you? It should be you lot that speak.
That's the church is going. The church. They've got to dig up all those graves.
And the one in Holland, there's one in Holland.
No, that's the one. That is bad. No, that's not more. Even I've kept my dad's ashes at home.
No, it's bad, mate.
Yeah, I've kept my dad's ashes at home because they're knocking down that church.
Wow.
This is where I live. You're on camera. I can't put my dad's church down there.
So you have to hug the pot instead of the love.
I've got my dad's church at home.
All those people that are going to have nowhere to go when it's Father's Day or Mother's Day. It's all going to be a runway, concrete.
Yeah, this is it.
That is so sad. Please take your hats off. Please. You're hearing these boys. Stop it.
They've got all the pipes on the ground.
Can I get on camera? We're just documenting. I'm also protecting the kids. I'm a legal observer, and if they get nasty, we get nasty. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be here. Just this shit. All these houses. That's it. Let's go.
All these jobs so they can all have a full art catalogue.
We're going through the village. We're going through the village. Go on. To the graveyard.
Going through the village.
Not digging the grave, right? Not digging the grave.
I want to play it when we get there. Just going to the village.
That's tearful.
Where do you want to go?
We want to go in Harmondsworth village because we want to be safe, British families and locals. We don't want to go to BAA headquarters, and they're taking us there.
The police are doing that deliberately.
Cigarette. Oh, wait a minute. Why are we going? Do you know what they're going to do, basically? Why are we going back? We're going to go to the village. They're waiting for trouble.
We don't want to know. Let's go.
Serena, trying to fuck us up. Where's the banner? Explain that to Angel here. Angel, tell her all about it.
No, that's what I thought we'd do.
Explain to Angel what you want to do. This is Angel here. Yeah, but can explain it to her, this lady here. Angel, these lads can have a little chat. They're local boys.
Yeah.
We want to take
Sunshine, do you want some of this?
We want to take the site and keep it. We've got a whole team of ex-servicemen on the site holding it at the moment, prepared to fight the police if necessary if they try and storm it. We want you guys to team up with the kids and hold the site. It'll be a kids site. And live on it and hold it until the bulldozers come, and then we'll fight. Dig tunnels, hold on to the site. It's up to you. It's your decision. If you can get all the local teenagers together, say, right, we're having a kids site there, protest site, like Newbury, like Twyford Down. You know what I'm saying?
Just keep it, innit?
We are with you the whole way, believe me. And there's a whole team of servicemen on the site at the moment, and they will hold it today, so they can't take it off us. We're going to try and beat this.
And then I'm going to pull. You ready? Yeah.
Oh no, that's going to knock myself in. That's going to knock myself in. Do it again. Ready? Sit down for a little.
Angel,
sandwich at the moment.
Angel,
no.
Sunshine.
This game we invented. Do you want to play?
The local MP is negotiating with
I think she'd rather visit my daughter's
I don't know. He's negotiating with the police. Angel. They're trying to get onto the village green. The local MP is negotiating with the police. It's a traditional place for demonstrations.
Right.
So that's where we're heading, the village green.
Somebody's got a flask of tea. I'm going to have a cup of tea.
So people who are going to have to deal with climate change like the rest of us, and the sooner they get on So in the interests of them, I'm going to sing this song, alright? And as I understand it, basically the police don't quite know what to do because there's so many of us here, they're not sure we can fit into the village. So, but I'm going to like to sing this song now, which is about being a policeman at Faz Lane. When first I enlisted, I thought it an honour, injustice to fight and the peace to maintain. Now I'm standing here like some glorified bollard, once more at the gates on the road to Faz Lane. Each morning we come here to block the blockaders, defending a terror deployed in our name. Folk who joined the police to make the world safer, now pay to stop other folk doing the same. And be here in Scotland.
Please.
Why not in India? Why not
what it is. Sunshine my
Iran? The world's greatest war crimes just waiting to happen, and we're standing here to make sure that it can. With hospitals closing and street robins daily, and climate change staying at the top of the news, Westminster still wants to wedge out of my wages to spend on a weapon they never can use. And if they should use it, what is there to say? And how to square that with where I stand today? I'm just 23 and I want to have children. I'll not keep the peace of the police in this way. So I whipped out my cup and dropped onto a lorry. Colleagues stared at me like I was insane. Then one by one slowly they broke ranks to join me on the PC-365 blockade of Faz Lane. Protesters ecstatically reached for their mobiles, broadcasting the news to the planet at large, where the statement I issued was widely reported. For health and for safety, we had to take charge. Now doors open. So I just want to say to you, we're all here because we want the people of this area here to keep their homes and their lives and their businesses and their communities. And we're all here because we want a life and a community for our children and all living creatures. And this airport is great.
I've just met up with the French journalist who we did an interview with. This is for the media team, this is. I just met up with the French journalist we did an interview with the other day, and he said our broadcast has gone right around the world and was very gratefully received.
Thank you.
I haven't got his name, but he's here right now and he's recording.
Are we heading for the village green?
Yes, we are. There's a local MP.
Teenagers want to hold that as a site. Sorry? It's a husky. You can pet him if you want. Time to go. Okay, we've got the local MP somewhere. Where is he? He's going to give us a few words. He's down there doing an interview on television. Is he? Okay. Some off the word. 5 weeks ago, John heard the wheel who's supposed to make president. You're going to talk to Rinky Dink. Then chanting, healing incantations, calling for the wise ones, celebrating in their song. I start to go out, I give you the meat to Carly, I give you the meat to Carly. I start to go out, I give you the meat to Carly, was a war against the powers Holocaust in the age of evil. 9 million European women that died, and the told of those while chanting the praises of the mother goddess and the refusal of the betrayal who had died to be free. And we still burn refining and the poison of our wars. Stood close to you as a healer, a teacher and a mother. A weaver of a weather like he's all along. We've got a lot of mix of people and it's brilliant that we've got people from the camp. Lots and lots of residents. Everyone feels the same about this runway, everyone feels the same about climate change. Now what we're going to do, we've got a few speakers here, thanks to a lot of work from a lot of people. And first of all, we've got George Monbiot, we've got John McDonnell, and we're going to have 2 residents to speak about what they feel on this issue. And also, we're going to round up with some music and picnic and staying around here. Those that want to go on to BAA can do afterwards, but for now we're just going to stay here. And I'm going to introduce John McDonnell, who has fought for many years against the runway and also got us into the village with a bit of negotiation there, but we all got ourselves into the village because the villagers wanted us to come. So here's John McDonnell, thanks very much.
I just want to say thanks for coming. All the local residents, all the local campaigning groups, the people who've travelled from all over the country and all over the world to the camp, thanks for coming, because what you're doing is helping highlight not just what they're going to do to our community if they get their way, but also to the planet itself. You're in Harmondsworth village. This is a village that's been here for 1,000 years. You're next to a medieval church. They want to run the runway over this village, Sipson, Hillingdon. At one point, they wanted to dig up our dead from this village church. Why? Because of profits. They put profits before people consistently for decades. At the 5th terminal inquiry, they promised us no 3rd runway. In 6 months, BAA came forward with proposals not just for a 3rd runway, but a 6th terminal. And successive governments have lied to these people in this community consistently. So what we're here for today is first of all to say to this government, there will be no 3rd runway. But we're also saying that aviation expansion has to stop if we're to save our planet. We will not stand by and allow our planet to be plundered for their profits. That's why this isn't just shifting air travel from one airport to another. We stand in solidarity with the people of Stansted and Gatwick and everywhere else across Europe. They're campaigning to prevent their climate being polluted by aviation expansion. There are people living in this community already whose air is polluted, poisoned beyond the European levels. If the 3rd runway goes ahead, On the government's estimates in the 1990s, which they now hide, 4,000 homes will either be demolished or rendered unlivable by air pollution. 10,000 people forced out of their homes. 3 schools demolished. Churches, community centres, whole communities forcibly removed from this area. Thank you for coming. Thank you for helping us in our campaign. We will win. Thank you.
Right, next up I just want to introduce Christine Taylor. She's the Vice Chair of No Track, which is the No to the Third Runway. She's been working for many years along with other people on that, and it's been a very difficult journey, but now we're seeing some pace and momentum gathering. So first of all, Christine Taylor, thank you.
Hello, I'm not used to standing in front of so many people with a microphone. Oh right, put it there. It doesn't help, I haven't had to sleep for quite some time. Oh right, thank you. It wasn't so long ago, we were just a little group, well we felt like a little band trying to get residents together. Then in 2002 we formed No Track, then we got some council funding and we started fighting in earnest. We've had 5 hard years. And what really made us realise that BAA must be listening to what we're saying and worried about what we're saying is when they tried to paint us as direct activists, that we were going to bring down, I don't know who they thought we were going to bring down. I think they got a bit of a shock when they saw us in court. Okay, I've got to get closer and I've got to speak louder. All right. And so we sat in court for 4 days, and what we realised was we're peaceful, we believe in protest that doesn't involve any violence. I mean, there's never been any question that we would do any sort of direct action that would interfere with the airport. Yeah, we were pulled in on all that. We spent 4 days in court, and we actually discovered they had nothing against us, and it was made quite plain that what they were trying to do was shut us up. So when the climate camp actually appeared, and I was woken up at 5 in the morning, well it's before 5, by a police van in my road, and I went upstairs and I looked out of the bedroom window, and as the dawn rose I saw the marquee. Now if I believed everything I was told about climate campers, I should have been afraid. But what I actually felt was hope. I felt for once, somebody's going to really listen to us. And not just regional news, not even national news. We come onto the camp every day, and we've had spontaneous protests from residents that you fired up, because now they believe we can fight it. And so I don't want to keep you all hanging around, because you probably all need the toilet by now. But I just want to thank you, because what everybody's done here, the climate campers, residents, everybody, has made me realise when I sit up all night on computers doing emails and leaflets that it's all worthwhile and that we're going to win and there's going to be no third runway.
Right, next up is Al Pereira. He's been on the camp the whole week, and he's been another stalwart in the fight against the runway. He's from Harmondsworth, and he's just been angry he's not been able to get back in his own village, but now he's here, coming down to speak to the rest of the people. Come on, Al.
Well, I'm going to be short and sweet. I'm lost for words. But I prayed and prayed for this day, and its final arrived. I fought and I fought for this day, and it's finally here. But I just want to send a message to this government, to BAA. Please, please listen, because the next time it could be a lot different. I ask on the name of the neighbourhood that we have a peaceful demonstration this time. That if the government can be out of the way, I don't think next time will be a peaceful one. I really don't. Because I believe in direct action. The reason I feel the way I do, I've lost my daughter. My daughter is lying in peace in this cemetery. As John said earlier, there was words of removing the dead from our cemetery. I can't bring myself to believing that they can actually remove the dead. The very people that fought for this country, and now they want them to be removed. It's beyond my comprehension.
Yeah, I fully agree, man.
The other thing I'd like to say is I open my arms to climate camp. To all my brothers and sisters. Because you came to my rescue. I was dying, but I am not going to die any longer. And we are going to fight and fight to win. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Talking of fighting to win, a dozen people from the Scottish camp plus some locals have banners hung over the M4. Okay? They've already protested outside the hotel for airline pilots, so that's great. And now it's going to move on and to introduce George Monbiot. He's worked a hell of a lot on reclaiming the streets before, as well as doing all the environmental stuff, so this is very appropriate. Thank you very much, everyone. George Monbiot.
Thanks very much, everyone, and well done for getting here. Now, both John and Alf have talked about the dead being moved as well as the living, and I want to bring your attention to another inhabitant of this graveyard. If you go through those gates, they're under the yew trees, and a little to the left you'll find a large, tabular piece of sandstone.
Hold on. Can we have some more peddlers to the bike?
Okay, alright, thanks. We're running out of power, so two of them. Okay, you'll find a large, tabular piece of sandstone. It is the grave of Richard Cox. He was the man who developed the Cox's Orange Pippin, our famous apple. All this was a great fruit-growing area. Heathrow was one of the major fruit-growing areas of the country. No longer. Why? Because fruit are being flown in and landed on the old orchards of Heathrow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is economic madness that drives this airport expansion. And there is no end to this madness. The government has got plans for 30 airports to double in size between now and 2030. It has got further plans for several dozen more airports to be taking 20,000 flights or more each by 2030. It says we need these airports so that people can fly to Britain and see what a lovely country it is. But when they arrive, they're only going to see one thing: airports! Airport building alone will take up the entire carbon allocation that the government has decided the whole economy should be responsible for by 2050. In fact, depending on whose figures you look at, it'll take up 2.5 times that carbon allocation. The construction of these airports, the expansion of these airports, will be sufficient by itself to cook the planet. And this is why we have come together to stop it. To defend the living, to defend the dead, to defend the entire planet and its people from this economic madness. And at the moment, all the major actors in society at a high level, the government, most of the MPs, most of the political parties, big business, the construction industry, the aviation industry, you name it. Are united behind the economic madness that will lead to the destruction of the biosphere and all the life it supports. But rising against them is another faction, a new group, and this is us. And we, building ever greater numbers all over the country as we oppose this madness, are the only things standing between the government and the corporate plans and the complete destruction of life on Earth. We are the only ones who can stop this madness, ladies and gentlemen, and I urge you to fight on and on and on until we have done so. Thank you very much.
Everyone good? Right, just a bit of information before we finish. Some people can stay here and enjoy Harmondsworth. Other people can, if they want, go to BAA. There are still people who want to do that, so that can happen now. All I'd like to say is that it's been an absolutely brilliant week at Climate Camp, and the people at the Climate Camp and the residents, I think we've sent a very single message out here about climate change and about the third runway. And I hope that all of the people who came from the local area can carry on the fight now, and I hope that all the people from the Climate Camp can carry on helping the people from around here to try and stop this third runway and continue the struggle. But that's all it is. Thanks everyone, thank yourselves, give everybody a round of applause. Thank you.
Well done. Excuse me, would somebody like to ask if anybody wants to go down to the demonstration at BA? Do we know? Because if anyone wants to go down there, right, because we're happy to take you down there, it's just that we need to know if people are going to go down to BA, that's all. I think it will be planned. Right, so we'll be going back down the Bath Road, alright, so if you're going to be Rinky Dink, we need to get you. Okay, thank you.
Heathrow Airport, no need expand. We must think of our fellow man. Climate change we must understand. We must take a stand. Heathrow Airport, no need expand. We must think of our fellow man. Climate change we must understand. Now's the time to take a stand. Thanks very much. That's a song by the Eco Warriors.
That's been read out, but I think it would be good to read it out.
I couldn't remember all the chords.
A little bit of interesting news, everybody. We just had a text saying, sadly, a policeless police horse has been spotted galloping through a field on south side of camp, chased by breathless horseless police officer.
So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Those of us who like to go off to BAA, we all like to gather together.
It's the revolution. Viva la revolution. Viva the kids. Viva the kids. Viva the kids.
There's tea in the pot before we move.
Anyone want a cup of tea?
About getting back or getting to BAA, we're going to be able to go to BAA or go back to the Climate Camp. If you file in on the left, we're going to be able to go to the end of the road and turn left at the end of it if you want to go back to Climate Camp. So if you go towards that direction, towards back where we came from, and stay on the left, you can get back to Climate Camp. If you go on the right, you'll be carrying on for a bit and then you'll be escorted to BAA and join the big demo down there. If you go on the right and head back towards where we came from. Okay, so that's the situation. BAA on the right, that way, or Climate Camp on the left, that way.
way, which way's the...
Both that way. Both go back the way we came.
I delivered the box of plates back to the kids' tent.
Go home. Go home. Go home.
Okay, Rinky's through. We're moving out. And then as I came back out to film the march, the girls come out with the banner. Thank you.
Global cooperation, not global incineration. Global cooperation, not global incineration.
Stay out the wheels.
Rinky Dink coming through. Keep out the wheels, please.
My life is at risk here. I hope your life is not at risk.
Residents of Earthsway, join your crusade. These people have come from all over the country to save your lives. Stand there, come and join us. It's your town. It's 2 minutes. People have come from all over the country to help you. You should join them. Oh, they don't understand, I think. Education, education.
Going to town, join the protest. Yeah.
We are the sky, we are the country. Don't ask why. We are the water, we are the sun. Coming out. We're coming out.
Coming down, I'm gonna keep on walking. On talking, dancing up the freedom land. Turn around, turn around, turn around, turn on walking, they keep on talking, dancing up the freedom land.
You know what? When
in the crowns, allotments and ordnance grew anew. We're calling last orders on airborne marauders whose courage sow seeds burst through.
have you been on the big TV?
There's no metaphorical message in that song in the fourth line.
And go!
Come on.
It's going to be a really boring video when you get back to watch
You're going to be famous. Say something.
Say something.
Yeah.
Something.
Okay, thank you.
How long are we going to be stuck here? We shouldn't be in prison
We were talking about the dog.
I was a bit late.
Why did you put them down?
Away from the weather near the country town. But the Lord moved in with the barbed wire fence. They said to come to his old friends. Move along.
Don't push on the back. Easy on the back. Easy on the back. Too close to the front line.
We're going to go to the offices now.
Okay.
The AA.
Yeah. We'll arrange it with him because he doesn't represent us.
It's always been the intention. I don't understand why.
No, I just came back to clarify that we're going to go to the offices.
We keep getting the brick in the middle of the...
Right.
That's why we'll have to keep stopping at the front. Because people
as long as they all know now that they're going to be able to...
Can you stay with him and deal with it?
Right,
okay, thank you.
Are unhappy.
Right.
They keep having to stop.
Right, okay.
You stay with him and
stop it. It's these people here who hold back.
Well, all I'll do is I'll go and tell them that we're going to go be our offices, and once they know that, they'll be really happy because we're going to go to the offices, and then they'll come really fast. So I'll go and tell them now.
You sure you can sort that?
Well, if I tell them that we're going to go be offices, then they'll come fast.
Okay. Yeah. You deal directly with me, and I'll help.
2 minutes at BAA. 5 minutes.
We're going to get some of that.
We're going to get loads of peace and love, aren't we?
I don't know. Let's hope
Yeah,
so.
I might even play my whistle.
Alright, Dave.
Clown! Mr. Clown! Mr. Clown, television with the kids.
Clown? We're going to have time. Safe house.
Yeah, that's what
Angel, this is get the... Yeah, let's see the banner in front of the riot police. Come on. Let's see the banner.
This way, come on. Keep moving.
Barrier.
This way.
See the barrier?
This way. Barrier. Barrier.
for the kids, let the kids through.
Bringing all our lost friends, I don't know what you did with them, but thank you. Now let's have a beautiful time together. Rastafari!
We'll find a good spot.
They are so beautiful.
Sorry?
All of us as one are so beautiful.
Thank you.
What are you doing? Hold it up. Where are we putting this angel? Children of the universe. Revolution. Okay, keep off the grass.
Come and shelter us.
Is this your idea?
Don't touch me, I can't do it! Get your hands off me!
Link up! Buddy! Buddy, do that! Where's that one?
Look at who you're protecting!
That should have been the escorting officers.
Making the lights.
This is private property. It's a civil matter.
Yeah, okay, fine. No, it just suits the scene, you understand, you know, you know what I'm talking about.
No, where's the clown? Can you see the clown? Can you see the clown? Can you see the clown?
Danny wants a couple of people put a drink in the front. Danny's sorry.
We can't do that.
I know you're a cynical clown, so I'm going to try and convey I'm going to say who I am.
You're loving it.
Violent stand in the way of protest. It's all of theirs. It's not a... When I was sent on duty to the arms fair,
and there's the mother. I was just telling you what we're about.
So I try to do my duty with sometimes orders to a bubble with dismay,
Only if we, only if it's not got those round hats on.
Sorry?
Well, I've got them round to them up. None of the children are pregnant.
You can tell they did it because their hands are all covered.
Oh, cool. Press. Intermediate. Intermediate.
Well done.
That's lovely. Okay, girl. I think they pretend they really want to fireman. Now, have you enough room to do that?
Your name? Just your first name? Oh, okay. Oh, is it okay to go up an intermediate then?
I don't know, what do you think about that?
Yeah. No, I've been doing these for a long time. You listen.
Their banner in front of the riot. Yeah. So with intermediate. It's okay if I put them up on intermediate. Just like, yeah. I don't need to, but it'd be nice to put their name with the caption. Or
Billy and Sunshine.
Billy and Sunshine. Okay, great. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Absolute cordon.
Mark, leave him there. Bingo! Leave him there. Now, we don't know precisely where that point is. How do you know that?
Because the superintendent said so.
The superintendent believes it's a line of red brick and they arrest you, then that could potentially be false imprisonment. We don't know for sure.
Gave me one hell of a shot.
Well,
better watch over them.
Okay. Well, do your best you can. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much. Cheers.
And be careful as well now.
Okay. You too. I mean.
1 minute.
They will be all right as long as you stay between them and the police.
Yeah, and I'll make sure that nothing crazy starts going on.
Well, you just negotiate all the time, liaise. You know how to do it.
It's a good working relationship, man.
Sorry. We're getting the dinks out, so we can do it ourselves. Just we're sorting it. It'll be all right. Get on the microphone. Just ask them politely if they'll...
Yeah, but apparently their legs are all interlocked, so the police will allow them to stay there. If they say if they get up, then the police are not going to let them sit down again. Unless we just do it incrementally and they move around and then sit down around behind us again.
I don't know why they're doing this. I don't see the point.
Hey, excuse me, please don't be intimidating any more than you already are.
Walk forward, he doesn't push back. It's quite simple.
We haven't got any space though, we've got no way to move.
Loads of space down there.
But we're blocking it, aren't we? We're trying to get out. But you're moving forward. You're moving forward. How do you expect us to do anything? Film if you like, you're in the wrong. You're moving forward. Forcing people to move. Now if you would be respectful of us, we might be respectful of you too. We can't.
Move that way up there. Move that way.
We're asking for you to move. You can move, even we can.
We've got loads of room back there. We've got room back there.
Look, your college. You see how much space you have? Turn round. See how much space you
While chanting the praises of the mother goddess, a refusal of betrayal, women were dying to be
yours not as much as anyone else's.
This is to Diana, thank you to the region.
Spent on saving our planet from climate change. This is a song that I wrote for the police up there, because I know that you coppers, today you're probably going to do your job that you've been told to do. But the fact is that one day you're going to take the side of the people and you're going to take our side, and this is a song to encourage you to do that sooner rather than later, because we haven't got that much time to mess around anymore. So here's the song anyway. And it's for all you bobbies who are thinking you're not quite sure about this job anymore. When first I enlisted, I thought it an honour, injustice to fight and the peace to maintain. Now I'm standing here like some glorified pollard, once more at the gates on the road to Pass Lane. I just want to say to you, if you're beginning to think that maybe it's time you change shift, and maybe it's time you get on board with the people who are trying to save life on this planet, get organised, get a union like you had back in 1912, and demand the same rights as any other right to withdraw your labour when you don't agree with the job that you're being asked to do.
They've all been released and they're all coming this way from that kettle. So that's just got through the race.
Well, the people on the cattle over there have all been released and are coming over.
Okay, let me have a look. Wait.
Let it through, we'll reform them.
Bit by bit, slowly, yeah, let it through slowly. Reform around it as it goes through.
You can get back on, let's get up on the cattle.
United
fight. We back up their country and we won't let them leave. Freedom of movement is what we need.
We are going back.
No more borders, we want to be free.
We are going back to
No more borders, we're all on one creed.
Copper, no the way.
I really would ask you not to light that on the public road. If you light it, I'm going to keep you here till it goes out. You're going to what? I'll keep you here till it goes out.
Yeah, alright, you use that on me.
I'd like to load it up for every occasion. Yeah, please don't light it on the road, alright? Not good. We don't want to be getting into calling fire brigade. Not good at it. Back at
She's got a boy. You want these guys lighting these?
I don't mind them lighting it on the road.
Okay, you don't mind lighting it? No,
not on the public highway.
Why do you think there's a problem on the highway? Because it's dangerous, isn't it? There's petrol cars about. Petrol cars.
Petrol's very
inflammable. Anyone even can imagine that falling off, hitting a car and making it explode apart?
I could imagine it, yeah, but I don't know if it's that cool, is it?
It's not going to happen.
You can be certain. You don't know. You don't
Hello, staying. Hello, staying.
Yeah, where's Angel?
Arenas. Angel.
I suppose it's too late to get the banner out. Never mind. I suppose you got the banner earlier. Thank you very much. Joe, this one. This
No. Footway. Wide footway. Got the footway there. Okay, got wide footway there. Okay, do you want to go on there, safe, alright?
Alright.
What do you think, right?
Well, I think it's a good idea.
Probably is. Can't do that. Can't go there. Wait.
Hey, he's coming in then.
Okay, we're coming wide. Come wide. Come wide, and we've got to lift it over the curve. Come wide, come wide, come wide, come wide. Come wide if you can. Okay, we go for it now. Easy on the back, very, very slowly. I can't afford any wheels.
I say you lose your heart to them.
on the road, isn't it?
I don't mind really. I'm only doing my job.
Oh, you're doing it better than they are.
Goodbye, goodbye, each and every one now. Goodbye, goodbye.
He's filming you, filming him, filming him, filming him.
Goodbye, each and every one now. I want to go on this journey, a journey with you. I want to go on the
I cannot get it over that ditch. I cannot do it.
No way, that's not
I've been working all day. It's very heavy.
The landowners, I
Yes, thank you.
Permission.
What we can do is
Can we just let them hear choices?
right, because we're just giving the instruction not to let anyone through and then please stand.
Come on, over the gate.
Please,
Maybe this thing.
We got
That's received.
Okay, but yes, no problem at all.
At the barn, and he is
All this crowd. Okay, sorry, yeah, we can.
Where does it
Well done. Rinky Dink crew only through this gate, everyone else through the other one.
So the kids on board, yeah. Do you want me to be part of your crew?
Yeah, you're part of the crew.
Parents of the kids we're carrying home.
And anyone bringing kids home.
Does anyone else want to help hold
It's dark now.
balances?
Yeah, show me where it is. It's dark.
I'm part of it. Okay, I'm with them, son.
Okay, so the machine's going through, not the escort.
No, I'm part of the crew. Okay.
shooting behind the dams.
Looks like we're employed by Rinky Dink now.
God, I'm so angry. I'm so angry at those media people. I could fucking strangle someone, I think.
You did a very good job, Danny.
Thank you, thank you.
What by step?
You know Josh?
We're doing some business!
Take a paw, prickly pear, and you pick a raw paw. Next time, beware. Don't pick the prickly pear by paw when you pick a pear, try to use the claw. But you don't
I'd like to be where the sea in
Okay, you're ready. Hold on tight. You're ready. Hold on tight. Don't jump off. Anyone else? How about going down to right there?
you going to chase the police? Are you going to chase the police around? No. Okay.
Chase the fucking activists. I like the police.
Okay.
Worry never up a thing. We spare nothing. Worry never up a thing. We spare nothing.
You got the rat.
Everybody patting your panties on the back. I want to go on a journey with you. I want to go.
Been there! Been there and done it! Out of the way, little.
Brilliant! Brilliant! We had really some fun with the presentation.
Brilliant. Did you do the...
Yeah. We led it.
You went there for free?
We were right at the front. Right at the front with the banner, Kids Are Revolting. It's me and Sunshine, like everyone's been phoning me up saying, yeah, saw you on the news, front line, way! Looking good, nice one. It's been great, it's been really successful, hasn't it?
It's like 20, we've had like 20 actions in one week.
Wow.
It's like nothing like
and everything's been successful, hasn't it?
It's been really good.
You know, like when we did the blockade, everything we wanted to do, we did. It just all went...
And everything's been sweet, everything's been peaceful, everything's been on target, and it's just been, I loved it. I loved it.
Amazing.
So,
what's next then?
Well, absolutely. Everything.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, we'll have to swap phone numbers again, because I lost my phone, so I lost your phone number, and lost his phone number.
Well, I've got...
He wouldn't answer his emails.
I haven't been on the...
You haven't been on the internet. There aren't such things as internet cafes, darling. Right, okay, I'll
great.
stick your number in.
7.
Oh, it is! Nice one!
Yeah, good to meet you. I'm really glad you could make it.
Oh, thanks. I couldn't miss you, could I, really?
Thanks very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye. you going to say goodbye to them?
Well, I am, aren't I?
Oh, this
Sunshine!
They were annoyed as well because the people couldn't get in to see the kebabber.
Oh dear.
They were really upset with the seats.
Sorry?
Not film towards me, please.
Okay, fair enough. So you're going to say goodbye to them?
Thank you!
Bye-bye, take care. See you next time.
Okay. Oh. Mum, I'm putting my shoes.
Hey, well, look, we've got to walk past Rinky Dink to get to the station anyway.
Are they still there?
Oh yeah, they're loading up, aren't they?
Alright.
They weren't going to like fucking go all the way back to Bath and fucking see, will they? We'll have a bit and walk back again as we go now. Bye!
We stroke your dog.
Did you stroke my dog already?
Is that alright?
Yeah, of course it is.
That's going to be worth for me, Bob.
Yeah.
Hey, whoa. What's his name then? Hey, Bob.
See you later.
What's his name then?
Her name is Star.
Bob.
Sunshine, is this yours?
No. Maybe you should just leave it where it was when I come in.
That's what I'm seeing when they have them beautiful blue eyes as well, don't they, some of them?
Yeah, she's a Malamute Alaskan husky, this one. They have brown eyes.
The child will go, that's mine.
Which are the ones that have blue eyes in it?
Siberian ones.
Siberian ones?
Yeah, the Siberian ones have brown eyes. The Alaskan ones have brown eyes.
No.
I can get back in again, can I?
You
can. Okay, thank you. I just want to be sure because I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I can get back in again, can't I?
I'm going that way.
Yeah, okay, fine. Because I just want to film them leaving and then got things to do. Yeah, right, thank you.
Well, film us walking down the road past the Rinky Dink.
Well, yeah. I'm trying to get some decent action. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Decent action?
Yeah.
We've had loads of action. Now we're just going home, isn't it?
Well.
Oh, you've got poison.
Joking. I'm joking.
Well, we were our lot these days. Next time maybe hats off to the let's all work together as a family. But you did and it was. Thank you.
Nice to everybody this week.
Oh, you've all been really sweet. Sorry, babe. Oh, hang on a minute. I want my pack horse. You need to brush your hair and brush your teeth.
Well, as soon as we get to my house, we can do all that.
Oh, well, how far's the Tuesday?
The tube, well, we've got to go up to Heathrow and then get a tube from there, yeah?
Can you carry us?
There's a free bus.
Free bus?
There's a free bus to
Ah,
go
that's
to Heathrow.
good. Alright, cool. Come on, girlie.
Shall we then?
Don't worry about it. Wait. Super
He knows. Come on, come on. Stars shining bright
above me, whispering sweet, I really love me. Stars shining on a sycamore tree.
Yeah, my mate makes them.
Yeah, I've got a mate who makes them. Larry. You know Larry?
We're in the middle of the road.
You got my star. Alright, sorry.
I'm going to put it under.
I've lost loads of weight in there.
No, I want to play with the ball.
Where's the kids?
What's the kids? Where's the kids? Where's the kids?
They've gone, look. They're not stupid.
Don't go too far then. Oh, I need a pass.
Bye-bye, Angel.
Oh, good for you. It's been wonderful. I can keep in touch with Tony Bassett. Oh, Angel, you're going to feed me like, because I'm losing weight. The skirt keeps falling down, keeps showing me plot.
Right, after this car. Don't get run over, Nick. Don't step backwards.
Oh,
Gina.
Go home. On time. What meal? Oh, only one meal then. What dinner? Well, you know. Can we go? What are you doing? I don't know. What are you doing?
You going to say goodbye? Have you said goodbye to Danny?
Well, we did sort of wave goodbye, didn't we? Where's the kids?
Well,
the kids are gone, let's go! Oh, the children are gone. Come on! Okay. Let's do it. Go! Bye! Dingy donkey! Love ya!
Bye-bye. I'll see you soon.
Bye,
Take care. Bye-bye.
Are you going?
Well, I'm staying here.
Alright, sweet dreams for tonight and forever. Love
Thank
you,
you.
angel and sunshine and all connected.
I've got to get back in there and sort my lift out, and this is all a shambles, isn't it?
What's the shambles?
Well, I don't know, everything. the next children's revolution, I think, is going to be in the in one of the villages.
Do?
Yeah. What do you think? I mean, there's not much.
Don't lift it up.
Sis?
What?
Oh, just want to say thanks very much.
Oh, thanks, mate.
We'll be in touch.
Yeah, cheers.
Won't be long. We'll do another one soon. Thanks, gentlemen.
Quite all right.
Thank you.
Look at Dad.